Yo, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we got a banger of a video for you guys because we are introducing you guys to a new layer 2 focused on RWAs. So before we get into talking about all of that, I would like to ask you guys to subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We're on the road to 20k subscribers, so if you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment what you think about this project down below, and while you guys are down there, you guys can hit that link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily, and you guys can ask your questions on how to get into some upcoming projects private sales. As you guys know, we've been getting into a lot of bang, and we're pretty much prepared for the bull market ahead of us as of right now. And if you guys want to get into some upcoming projects private sales, you guys got to join that Patreon, right? The $80 tier is the only way you guys can get into some upcoming projects private sales. $5 tier is the supporter tier. The $20 tier is closed. That was for my OG members during the entire bear market. So let's get right into the video, guys. So now, ever since that Bitcoin ETF got approved, the next thing that people got their sights on is the Ethereum ETF. And of course, Larry Fink says he sees value in having a Ethereum ETF. These are just stepping stones towards tokenization, and I really do believe this is where we're going to be going. So Larry Fink himself is becoming a spokesperson for tokenization, and you guys know real world assets has everything to do with tokenization, as tokenization is just a term representing assets, you know, real world or digital, right, in the form of token on the blockchain. Fink believes tokenization could eliminate matters related to money laundering and corruption. So tokenization, you can really tokenize a bunch of things, from houses. We're seeing that from Proppy. We're seeing some NFT projects do it with Pokemon cards, government bonds, right? Corn, wheat, stocks, natural gas, and luxury items. Is a lot of things you guys can actually tokenize. And when you go look at the real world assets category on CoinGecko, we're looking at a $2.5 billion market cap for real world assets as of right now. And there's a lot of things that focus on those different topics that we talked about: real estate, government bonds, you got stocks, you got natural gas, and luxury items. So this whole category is all focused on those type of things when it comes down to real world assets. Now, if you guys paid attention to my video that I made on P, which is a blockchain focused on DePIN, you guys could figure out why I'm bullish on this project here, as this is a layer 2, right? This is a layer 2 that is going to basically be building for RWAs, and it's called PLUME. Now, PLUME is the first modular RWA L2 that is built for the seamless integration of RWA projects and bring on new capital on chain. PLUME is also a part of the Celestia ecosystem. They're using Celestia. We're going to talk about that in the article that they also do have. Let's just break down this website here. So PLUME is going to be focused on compliance from day one. They're looking to easily onboard any asset, right? You can invest and trade all RWAs on their chain, and of course they have unrivaled TPS and instant settlement with low fee. Now, the PLUME team is highly experienced in this space as of right now, coming from the likes of Coinbase, Robinhood, Layer Zero, Binance, Galaxy Digital, Scale Ventures, DYDX, and some other companies as well. So they have a lot of experience, and this is huge. Now, like I said, they're partnered with Celestia. Now, Celestia's modular data availability network that securely scales with the number of users, making it easy for anyone to launch their own blockchain. You are starting to see a lot more projects that will be using Celestia for their data availability, right? From Movement Labs M2 to AltLayer to Dimension, and now PLUME, and there's going to be many more other upcoming blockchains that will be using Celestia as their settlement layer for their modular data availability. So because PLUME is going to be using Celestia, they can actually anticipate a notable reduction in gas costs by 99%. And this will actually, you know, enhance the ecosystem for PLUME by basically allowing more different types of RWA projects to build on PLUME. And just like Peak already has a lot of projects building out on their blockchain, right? PLUME Network actually has the same thing, and they have a few different projects already building out on it. They have Silvercoin, which is a specialized perpetual DEX for NFTs. Then they have Libertum, which I don't think I'm pronouncing right, but it's focused on real estate. Then they have FarmSent, which is a marketplace for agriculture. Then they have Buck Trips, which is a hospitality type exchange for travel, where you guys can actually book, resell, and trade bookings as NFTs. And lastly, they have DeFi Connect. So they have some projects already building onto their ecosystem here, and which makes me very bullish on Plume, especially when it comes down to RWAs as the whole infrastructure for RWAs. I'm bullish on Peak because it's the infrastructure for DePIN. And now I'm bullish on Plume because it's the infrastructure that RWA projects can build on into, right? So it's easy to see how one can actually become bullish on Plume, especially with all the projects that it potentially could have building onto their ecosystem focused all on RWAs, giving you exactly the type of exposure you need to the RWA field, just like Peak that gives you the exposure you need into the DePIN field. Now, as I think DePIN and RWAs are going to be a longer term narrative that is going to be stronger than gaming, it has me bullish on Plume Network for the long term. As you guys can see, Plume Network's strength lies in the ability to simplify operations and offering solutions like transfer agents, ATS, tokenization, and a KYC AML process. This is pivotal for RWAs, where the market is expected to grow exponentially, potentially reaching 16 trillion by 2030. Right now we're in 2024. We're 6 years away from 2030. How will the RWA sector look within 2025 and 2026? I do think that Plume has the potential to sit in the top 5 of RWA infrastructure. And if you guys look at Polymesh right now is also an infrastructure regarding RWAs, and it is sitting right now at $164 million market cap. And this is what I believe is most comparable as of right now to Plume Network in terms of infrastructure, not the exact play, but the fact that it's an infrastructure for RWAs. So I can see Plume Network sitting anywhere from a $200 million market to even higher on launch. And of course, it can sit up way higher than that, depending on how far and how much our Plume Network gets adopted. But that's just my opinion. I want to know what you guys think though about Plume Network. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and if you guys haven't subscribed there yet, please do so. We're on the road to 20k subscribers, so if you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.